Hi there, Rangers fans. Tonight we dive straight into the aftermath of what turned out to be a rather intense evening at Ibrox. A night where Rangers found themselves facing a draw against Braga that has since sparked a storm of conversation across the footballing community. From the opening whistle, Rangers looked to assert themselves, taking a solid first-half lead, courtesy of a confident penalty from James Tare, demonstrating the kind of poise fans have come to expect from their team on home soil. It seemed, at least for the initial 45 minutes, that the night would follow a familiar pattern of control and dominance, but football, as we know, rarely allows for anything straightforward, and soon the game began to twist in unexpected directions. Even with Braga reduced to 10 men early in the second half, the Portuguese side managed to capitalize on a defensive lapse, with Nasser's error opening the door for an equalizer that would leave Rangers drawing 1-1 by the final whistle, much to the frustration of the supporters. The result itself is layered with complexity, because while Rangers did manage to climb off the foot of the league table after 5 matches, they remain 5 points shy of the playoff spots, the key positions required to progress into the knockout stages of the competition. It is precisely this standing that has prompted concern from figures familiar with the Scottish game, with Ali McCoy openly questioning the current squad's capability to push beyond merely securing Europa League participation. His comments reflect a sense of unease, a fear that while individual moments of quality are visible collectively, the team may be struggling to reach the next level. McCoy's perspective is candid and unvarnished, stressing that mistakes, particularly at the back, cannot occur if Rangers are to challenge on the European stage, and while he hopes to be proven wrong, he admits there is a real risk that this current squad might not possess the collective quality to achieve much more than what was witnessed against Braga. His words resonate because they highlight a tension between potential and performance, the ever-present shadow of what could be, contrasted with the reality of a side still searching for consistency. Adding fuel to the debate was the incident involving Nicolas Raskin, which became the focal point of post-match discussion both in Scotland and abroad. Shortly after the restart, following Rangers' early lead, a head-to-head clash with Rodrigo Zalazar escalated, and Raskin's reaction drew sharp attention. Initially, the Dutch referee Allard Lindout appeared ready to issue a yellow card, interpreting the confrontation as a heated yet limited engagement. However, after intervention and review, the decision was upgraded and Zalazar was sent off, leaving Braga to chase the game with a man down for almost half an hour. This red card not only altered the tactical dynamics on the pitch, but also intensified scrutiny of Raskin, whose fall and reaction were described in particularly blunt terms by observers in Portugal. Reports highlighted how the midfielder seemed to tumble dramatically, with commentators noting that even with Braga reduced in numbers, the Portuguese side continued to press, attempting to unsettle Rangers' defensive lines, yet ultimately failing to alter the result. From a tactical perspective, Rangers adapted to the numerical advantage, maintaining compactness and focus, resisting the pressure that came with a determined opponent seeking a foothold despite their disadvantage. The game, therefore, became a mixture of frustration and relief, a scenario where Rangers secured a point, yet were left to wrestle with the narrative surrounding their performance. It is this duality, the combination of result and reaction, that creates the talking points that dominate post-match discussion. Fans and pundits alike dissected every movement, every choice, from the defensive alignment to Raskin's timing in the challenge, and each element became a lens through which to evaluate the squad's current capabilities and future potential. While Rangers might have taken some solace in avoiding defeat, the scrutiny surrounding the match did not end at the final whistle. The ongoing debate regarding the red card, coupled with claims that Racine may have exaggerated contact, ensures that this fixture will remain a reference point for discussions about discipline, decision-making, and composure under pressure. Every angle was examined, from the penalty in the first half to the team's ability to control transitions when Braga pressed forward. And then, even with a reduced opponent, Rangers' defensive execution was under the microscope, highlighting the fine margins that define top-level football. For supporters, these moments provide plenty to dissect, reflecting both pride in resilience and concern over the errors that allowed an ostensibly weaker side to snatch an equalizer. Beyond the immediate tactical and disciplinary discussions, attention also turned to the club's management and the story surrounding Kevin Muscat, whose potential return to Rangers as manager almost became reality before circumstances led to a change of course. With Steven Gerrard stepping away from the possibility of a sensational return, Muscat emerged as the primary candidate to replace Russell Martin, a scenario that would have seen Rangers potentially waiting weeks for his availability due to commitments with Shanghai Port. Muscat's decision to step back, allowing Danny Rowe to ultimately secure the managerial position, underscores the complexities of football management at the highest levels, where timing, personal circumstances, and competitive obligations intersect in ways that can reshape the trajectory of a club. Speaking candidly about the near move, Muscat reflected on the positive interactions he had with the club and the professionalism he experienced during negotiations, but ultimately, he recognized that the outcome, while disappointing in one sense, allowed him to remain focused on his commitments in the Chinese Super League. His remarks emphasized the balance required between opportunity and practicality, between ambition and circumstance, a balance that every professional involved with elite football must navigate. As he prepares for the next season, Muscat's focus remains firmly on achieving success with his current squad, reinforcing that while speculation captures headlines, the realities of preparation, recruitment, and team development remain at the forefront of a manager's responsibilities. Through all of this, Rangers supporters continue to engage passionately with the unfolding narratives, analyzing every development both on and off the pitch. The match against Braga, with its controversial moments, tactical tests, and individual performances, has sparked discussions that extend far beyond the final scoreline, prompting reflection on squad depth, leadership, and the margins that separate victory from frustration. Each incident, from the equalizing goal to the red card, feeds into the broader picture of where the club currently stands, highlighting the ongoing challenges of competing domestically and in European competitions while maintaining the high standards expected by fans. The atmosphere around the team, charged with expectation and scrutiny, continues to shape conversations, providing endless material for analysis, debate, and speculation. And it is within this vibrant context that Rangers continue to navigate the demands of a demanding season. Turning our attention back to the pitch, the performance of individual players during the match against Braga has sparked intense debate among fans and analysts alike. Nicolas Racine, at the center of the red card incident, has become a lightning rod for discussion, with opinions split over whether his reaction was an over-exaggeration or a fair response to the challenge he faced. Observers have dissected his movement and timing in painstaking detail, scrutinizing every nuance of his fall and the impact it had on the referee's decision-making process. Some argue that Racine displayed awareness and tactical intelligence in drawing attention to the contact, forcing the officials to reconsider, while others claim that such theatrics undermine the spirit of fair play and put unnecessary pressure on the team during critical moments of the match. Whatever the view, it is undeniable that the incident shaped the flow of the second half, influencing both teams' approach and leaving a lasting impression on the spectators present at Ibrox. Rangers' tactical response to Braga's reduced numbers was a study in defensive discipline and patience. Danny Rowe's side shifted seamlessly into a more compact shape, absorbing pressure and maintaining possession in critical areas, ensuring that Braga's attempts to exploit gaps during transitions were largely ineffective. The team's midfield showed an ability to control tempo, recycling the ball efficiently while remaining alert to the threat of counters, illustrating both mental and physical preparedness. This adaptability highlights a side capable of adjusting to dynamic circumstances on the field even when facing moments of potential vulnerability. Fans were quick to notice the collective effort, praising the resilience displayed under challenging conditions, yet the lingering question remains whether the squad can consistently perform at this level against higher caliber opposition in both domestic and European competitions. Meanwhile, the impact of the draw on Rangers' league position cannot be overlooked. Although the team finally moved off the foot of the table after 5 matches, the 5-point gap to the playoff spots underscores the urgency of securing more consistent results. Every match carries weight, and the need to convert early leads into victories has never been more critical. The defensive mistakes that allowed Braga to equalize serve as a stark reminder that even a small lapse in concentration can dramatically alter outcomes, particularly in tightly contested matches. Supporters and commentators alike have emphasized that while moments of brilliance are evident, structural inconsistencies and lapses in focus must be addressed if Rangers are to fulfill their aspirations of challenging for European qualification and competing at the top end of the Scottish Premiership. Off the field, attention continues to linger on managerial developments and the near return of Kevin Muscat. The former Ibrox defender's involvement in discussions to replace Russell Martin added another layer of intrigue to an already eventful week. Muscat's decision to remain with Shanghai Port during a critical stage of their title campaign reflects the complexities inherent in football management, where timing, personal obligations, and career aspirations intersect in unpredictable ways. His subsequent success in guiding Shanghai Port to another trophy demonstrates his ability to lead and adapt in challenging environments, reinforcing why his name remains linked to high-profile managerial positions. The Rangers' hierarchy's approach to the managerial appointment process illustrates the importance of careful planning and timing, ensuring that whoever steps into the role is fully committed and ready to deliver results in a competitive context. As the Europa League campaign looms, the current squad faces both opportunities and pressures. Every fixture presents a chance to build momentum and establish credibility on the European stage, yet each match also exposes vulnerabilities that require immediate attention. Rangers' ability to navigate this balance will be crucial in determining their trajectory over the coming months. Analysts have pointed out that while moments of individual excellence can turn matches, sustained success depends on cohesion, decision-making under pressure, and a clear tactical identity. Danny Rowe's management will be tested repeatedly with the expectation that he can instill both confidence and consistency within a squad still searching for a fully realized form. The challenge lies not only in addressing defensive lapses, but also in fostering a mentality capable of thriving in high-stakes, high-pressure scenarios, both at home and abroad. Rashin's incident continues to resonate in discussions about the game, particularly in Portugal, where media outlets scrutinized his fall and questioned the severity of the challenge he faced. Reports emphasized the drama of the moment, describing how even with a numerical advantage, Rangers maintained their composure and discipline, preventing Braga from exploiting the situation. The analysis extended to tactical adjustments, with both sides forced to reconsider positioning and strategy after the sending off. Braga's effort to respond despite being reduced in numbers demonstrated resilience, yet Rangers' controlled handling of the game allowed them to secure a point, preserving momentum in the league while also highlighting areas for improvement. This complex interplay of circumstance, reaction, and outcome offers a rich narrative for supporters, blending elements of excitement, controversy, and tactical intrigue. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans, whispers a swirling Rune Gavan, and they're getting louder by the hour. Word drifting up Faye, the Midlands suggests that a certain Stoke City star, long hailed as one of the sharpest talents in the championship, may be packing his bags and making for Ibrox. It's the sort of chat that starts off as a quiet murmur among supporters and then suddenly bursts into full-on pandemonium once folk realize the move might just be more than idle pub banter. And right now, the rumour mill is clattering like an old tram doon Byers Road. Sources close to the player, or at least folk claiming they're close enough to know his dog's name, insist he's keen on swapping the grind of the English second tier for a shot at the bright lights of the Scottish Giants. Rangers supporters, never shy about dreaming big, have already begun imagining the lad strolling out the tunnel in royal blue, ready to light up the league with the swagger that made him a standout at Stoke. There's talk of pace, power, creativity, even a bit of that edge. Every proper Rangers player seems to grow the minute they step onto the Ibrox pitch. Of course, none of this is confirmed, and the club remains as tight-lipped as a keeper guarding his near post. Some suggest negotiations are deep underway, with both sides quietly nudging closer to an agreement. Others swear it's nothing but agent patter designed to shove a few extra quid onto a contract somewhere else. Yet the whispers refuse to fade. Lingering like mist over the Clyde, fans are already debating where he'd fit, charging up the flank, dictating play in the middle, or adding bite in the final third. The thought of a fresh spark arriving has stirred excitement, though some remain cautious, reminding everyone how quickly rumors can vanish into thin air. Still, the buzz feels different this time. There's an energy to it, the kind that makes supporters glance at their phones every few minutes just in case something breaks. Until anything is signed, sealed, and shown off, it remains just that, a rumor, but one that set Glasgow chattering from pub to pavement. If this Stoke City standout truly makes the leap, the whole league could be in for a right shake-up. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned